Hello everyone and welcome. This is Dawn. I'm so glad you could join me. I have another quick and easy Halloween card to share with you. This is a full front shaker card. I'm using the Mini Slim Treehouse die set. This is a two-piece die set and it measures approximately 6¼ inches tall by 3¼ inches wide. I'll also be using the Nevermore paper pack. I just love this pattern paper. I use it all the time. I'll be using this paper I have right here on top. Now wait until you see these full front shaker pouches that I'm using from This Calls for Confetti. It makes making a full shaker front card so simple it's not even funny. This card took me no time at all to make. These are the A2 size shaker fronts and you get 5 of them in a pack. They also have a clear film on it so they don't get scratched. I'm also using my favorite Boo die set with my ghosts that I absolutely love. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is die cut the Mini Slim Treehouse from some black cardstock. And then I trim the pattern paper down to 4 3/16 by 5 7/16. This way here it will fit nice inside the shaker pouch. Now the treehouse is a little bit too tall for the pattern paper, so I'm deciding how I want it to look on the pattern paper. Now you can cut it any way you want to. I end up trimming a little bit off the bottom and then I go ahead and cut these little things off the top of the house. But honestly, after I put my card together, I decided maybe I like the look of these things on the top of the house. So if I make this card again, I would probably trim more off the bottom rather than the top, but that's okay. I like how it came out. I'm just going to die cut my ghosts from some white cardstock, and I always cut out all 5 of them because I use them so much. And I place the ghosts where I want them to go before I glue them in place, just so I can see how they look. Now, here's a little trick so I don't get glue everywhere when I'm trying to slide them in place. I glue the ghosts in place onto the house first. I only glue the top part of the ghost's body, and when I adhere the tree house in place, that's when I glue the rest of the ghost's body. I'm going to use the Happy Halloween sentiment from the Halloween Magic stamp set. This is such a cute stamp set. I love these little witches. Anyway, I'm going to heat emboss my sentiment, so I rub my paper with my embossing powder bag. I stamp my sentiment with some Versamark ink. I pour gold embossing powder on it, and when my heat tool is good and hot, I heat emboss my sentiment, and then I trim it down to size. Here is where I was deciding where to put it on the card. I chose to put it at the bottom, but if I could change it, I would. I wasn't thinking, and when I went to put my shaker bits in the pouch, I put a bunch in there because I like a lot of shaker bits, but what happened is it covered my sentiment. There was no way to fix it. If I tried to move it, it would have ripped my paper, so I had to leave it. And I chose to just put less shaker bits, so I just wanted to point that out to you so you keep that in mind when you get to this part of filling the shaker pouch. Okay, so now I told you there is a protective plastic cover on the shaker pouch that you need to take off. I just used my craft pick to pull it off. It comes off super easy. And now I put my pattern paper inside the shaker pouch, and then I peel off the 3 sides of the release paper that covers the adhesive. I don't take it off the top because my shaker bits will get caught on the adhesive if I do. Next, I fold each tab down onto the back of the pattern paper. I make sure that the paper is centered before I press down the tabs. To make sure it's attached really well, I use my bone folder to really rub on the tabs to adhere them in place. Now it's time to fill the card front. I'm using my This Calls for Confetti Midnight Dahlia, and I just pour some in, and then I add a little bit of the black matte as well. And then I'm just going to seal up the shaker pouch. And it's that easy to make a full front shaker card. And to finish off the card, I adhere the shaker front to a piece of white cardstock I cut to 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. I make sure to press down really good to adhere it in place. You can put something heavy on it as well. And that's how quick and easy it is to make a full front shaker card. I just love how it turned out, and it's something different from a regular window shaker card. And that's going to complete my card for today. I would love for you to leave a comment below and let me know what you think of the card. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos and new product releases. As always, thanks for stopping by and have yourself a wonderful day.